Well, hello there. Welcome once more to Kwankyewaas Kitchen. And if this is your first time stopping by, I would like to say a very warm welcome to you. If you love tiger nuts, you are really going to love this recipe I'm going to be sharing with you. This is a simple tiger nut ginger drink, and instead of sugar, I'm sweetening it with some dates. Very, very good. I really hope you stick around and see how I made this. Come along and let's do it. For this recipe, I'll be using some tiger nuts, some ginger. This is organic ginger, so it is quite spicy, or it has some heat. A little bit goes a long way. I have some cloves, and instead of sugar, like I said, I'm going to sweeten with some dates. So here are my dates, and they came whole, so I had to remove the pits or the seeds myself. I left just this one to show you how it is done. I just cut it open, remove the pit or the seed, and that is it. All my dates are pitted now. So to start making my drink, I'm going to start with my dates in my blender. To that, I'll add my ginger. It is already washed. I didn't peel it. Feel free to peel it if you want. I've added my cloves, and now I'm going to add my tiger nuts. These tiger nuts came ready to eat. Sometimes you will buy them very dry, so then you will need to rehydrate it by soaking it in water. This didn't need that. I have added some water and I'm blending it. You want it to be as smooth as possible for you to be able to extract as much of the tiger nut especially as you can. So whilst it's blending, I'm going to be adding more water to this because I want this to be dilute and easy to just squeeze out when it is done.
Delicious.
So once you're done blending, you want to squeeze out or strain the milk from the pulp, and I'm going to be using a nut milk bag to do this. You can definitely use a strainer, a very fine strainer, but the nut milk bags make sure that your milk has no particles at all. Pretty much just the perfect texture and consistency you would expect to have with milk. So I'm going to rinse out my blender with just a little bit more water because I'm not going to let this what is sitting in here just go to waste. This drink is so good, and tiger nuts is so hard to get, so expensive. Even when you find it here, I have to make sure that I get everything in here. So there we go, and now I'm just going to try to squeeze everything out. Be careful when you are using a nut milk bag, because if you are not holding on to the top part very tightly, that's what almost happened here. You're going to have some of your milk with all the pulp just come out through the top. So I'm going to tie it. That is the reason there is a bag. I'm going to try to tie it to make sure that everything stays below the nut, so I don't have any particles in here. That will defeat the purpose. So keep on squeezing slowly like I'm trying to do to get as much of the liquid out first, and then you are going to just have to wring it out to make sure that you get all the juices out. Tiger nuts actually grow on the ground as tubers, so it is not really a nut like we know it to be, and so people who have nut allergies have been able to eat it or are able to have it without most reactions normally. And of course it has some protein, not the richest source of protein, but it does have some protein. So obviously I'm not playing here. I'm trying to make sure that I get every drop of liquid from this bag, making sure that, you know, all the goodness that this has to offer goes in here. And this is very much everything I can get from this. This is a very powerful blender, and as you can see, what is left is not that much, and it is quite dry. I'm not going to bother to reblend it, but if your blender is not so powerful, I would say reblend it so you get the most out of everything. And now I'm just going to transfer this into my milk bottles or any container that you have. You may want to add some sugar or any other sweetener to this, but I wanted it to be just this sweet. It was sweet enough for me. However, my husband wanted a little bit more sweetness to it, so I ended up putting a little bit of sugar in one of the bottles. So taste it and, you know, adjust it according to how you would want it to be. Or just add some more dates. That would be perfect as well. Cover, chill, and that is pretty much it. Your Atadwe ginger is made. This is so good. And of course, on a hot summer day, you want to enjoy this on some rocks. So I have some ice here, and this is just going to be so perfect for your hot days. It is pretty nice here, and I hope it is warming up wherever you are. And yes, get some refreshment. It is much needed. And like with all nut milk, shake the bottle before you pour. There we go.
the aroma, yeah. From Kwankyewaas Kitchen, yeah. Dead delicious, yeah. Delicious, dead delicious, yeah.
This is very good. You taste the cloves, the ginger, and the sweetness of the date, of course. This is perfect. I really hope you are able to try this. I know for sure you will love it. Thanks for watching. Please like and share this video. And until I come your way next time with something delicious, be loving, be kind, be happy.